So let me ask you a question. Do you think Butterfingers can open doors? Stay tuned and we'll find out. Hi everybody, Donovan here, owner of Donovan Photographics and founder of Masters of the Wall Portrait Seminars and creator of Peace Through Profit. It's a website. I suggest you visit it. It helps artists to sell their work without selling their soul. Recently, I had an experience where I had some time off. So my family and I decided to go camping. We love to camp. We have a trailer. It's got full hookups, electricity, water, sewer, and all that. However, the place we wanted to go camping didn't have that available. They were overbooked. All they had was what they call dry camping, which means if you have a trailer or a tent, it's just really complicated. There's no water, no electricity, no sewer. And when we got there, I had some little candies that I was eating, and I took one in with me to register and to let them know that we had arrived. Well, I took one of my little candies out, just a little Butterfinger, and I laid it on the desk before I said anything. I go, here, this is for you. Nice young lady working behind the desk looked at me like I was crazy, like, well, this doesn't happen every day. And I could tell it doesn't. In fact, I may have been the first person who's ever done that, at least by the look on her face. I asked her, did any sites with full hookups, with electricity, water, and sewer, did any of those open up? She goes, no, we are booked solid. There's no possible way. Every site is taken. All we have is those sites that are way out in the field where there are none of the amenities that you're used to. Okay, that's fine, great. Well, would you let me know if one opens up? And she looks at me and she says, well, there's a lot of people asking that question. And I've had several inquiries of people who wanted to have full hookups. She goes, but I'm putting you at the top of the list, Mr. Butterfinger. Just laughed and went and set up my camp. About 2 hours later, she calls me. And what do you think she calls me? Hi, is this Mr. Butterfinger? I go, yeah. She said, guess what? We have a site available, full hookups. Do you want it? I said, yes, thank you. Sometimes nothing more than a little gift given from the heart without really any expectations can open doors for you that would otherwise not be available. She put me at the top of the list, even though they had several inquiries ahead of me, all because of a simple act of kindness. Even if she had never called me, and even if I was last on the list, what difference would it have made? It was a tiny little piece of candy, one of my favorites too. And it's not the size of the gift, it's the act that inspires people. What does giving a gift do to your clients? Let's make this a business thing, okay? It's the same thing. I went there with no expectations really of having a full campsite, and because of something I did that I just felt like I should do, something opened up and I was first person on the list. Gifts, what do? They lay a foundation for connection and relationship. That's that bridge right there. They're like, wow, they gave me a gift. That says something about your character. So be the first to do that with your clients. A small gift can open the door for relationships, and it establishes trust, especially when it's given with no expectations in return. When you receive a gift, especially when you weren't expecting, it makes the person think, gee, what a nice person. I wonder what I can do to return the favor. So it stimulates that kind of a thought pattern as well. And oftentimes that'll translate into them wanting to give you something, like more of their business, for instance. And I remember another incident where I gave a client something up front, day of the session, something extra for their kids. And they invested very, very well later on down the road. And I know it was because of the gift that I gave. Now, this is just as much for me as it is for you. I'm not real consistent with the gift giving, but this recent experience has really opened my mind and shown me that there's kind of joy in giving a gift. I actually felt good giving it to her, knowing that there may not be any kind of return gift, no reciprocation. And that was fine with that. Something else it makes people feel when you give them a gift is, I wonder what I can do for them. So remember that. If you have clients, maybe have a little gift thing that you can give to them. Something that you can give to them before they make any kind of investment in your studio. Afterwards, you can give them gifts as well. And there are a lot of business people out there who do both. Now remember, the gift doesn't have to be extravagant, it doesn't have to be over the top. It's like, wow, you know. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be a gift. And the more personalized it is, I think, the better it is too. Something that really kind of touches them. So one of the things I highly recommend that you do is get some little trinkets that you can give to your clients when they come in to visit your studio, or if you go out to visit them, bring them something. It could be a potted plant, something non-photography oriented, by the way. And then each time, right, each time you have a contact with them, write them a thank you note. So there's some tips for you today. Have fun with that. I hope that really helps. Oh, one last tip. One of my friends who lives way out in the boondocks, way out in Nowheresville, lets clients know that if they come out to visit him, make that long drive, he'll buy them lunch. So he has gift certificates to a local restaurant. He's formed a relationship with the restaurant, and he treats his clients to lunch. Oftentimes when I have a long viewing and ordering session, I'll order food out, pizza, Chinese, whatever it is, and then they can come in and eat while they're ordering their portraits. I always make people popcorn anytime that they're ordering their photographs. It's just something to say, hey, you know, we just want to treat you nice. So I hope that helps. Any questions or comments, please post down below. Feel free to contact me. I wish you much success and peace through profit. Take care.